Right guys, we're back on the PD. We haven't been on it in a while. What we're going to be doing, backlines, replacing this reservoir and all these backlines that go around here. And it's literally going to be taking off the existing backlines and cutting them to the same length and putting them back on. So first off, I'm going to remove this reservoir, and to get to it, you have to take it off this bracket because there's a bolt behind it. So there's an 8mm Allen key, Allen head, hex head, whatever you want to call it, sits behind the reservoir, which is pretty hard to get to. You've got to use an extension. This is everything's in the way as usual with an engine. Try not to lose everything. So this bolt for the bracket sat in there. Keep that together. And then we've got this tiny little nut on the back for the reservoir, and it's got this like clamp kind of thing that you just have to push in. Probably have to break the old one. Yeah, so this is so old and brittle that as soon as I put the pliers around it, it just disintegrated. Some new ones, like a new plastic. Little 8mm. And we can replace this. So I'm pretty sure that must have been leaking somewhere or something. And we can see here with the old one, just going to match up the code 054129808, 054129808. And as you can see here, this pushes over these. So the technique I've found to get it best on, because it's so tight, is you got to hold it and then tap the metal around it, and then it sits in the groove. Then you've got a place for your bolt that holds it in place properly. Right, so I'm going to fit this back on, and it just goes. It's a hell of a bracket just for this little bottle that weighs nothing. I don't know whether something else was supposed to go on there on a different model or something. So that's hand started, and we're going to tighten her up. She's tight there. So these clips, clip these hoses in, are a bit funny. You can see there, when they go over tight, and they won't move, they clip over on themselves, so you've got to push them and then pull them out. Push. And then pull out. And then trace all the way back up to here, to this connection. So we've got all our connectors loose. And that over there. So as I'm taking off these little valves that go in between things, I'm actually just going to pop my finger on the ends of them and do a quick little pressure test to see whether we've got any cracks or leaks in them, because they'll need replacing otherwise. So So I can feel here that some of these pipes are really solid, and the indentations on them where they've been clamped. There's a good chance that they've got little pinprick holes in them or splits or something. And I'm going to try and reuse this braid. It stops it from rubbing and splitting. So I'm going to get my new bit of pipe, put this against it, mark it out, cut it off, and install it. So, using it. What needs to it. And we'll cut this off. So this is 3 mil. See if we can fit these braids back on. We can. So if you push it apart from each other, it's like a Chinese finger trap. That's what these are like. So the tighter you pull it, the tighter it becomes around the hose. So if you want to move it along the hose, you've got to push it together like that, and then you can move it freely. But as soon as you put it tight, as you can see there, it barely moves. So you've got that first connection there on the reservoir. See there. And around this little gauntlet. Put that in there. So we're just going to follow the pipes around. This one goes underneath there and underneath, and we are going to have to remove this plug just so we can see what's going on. We're also going to remove this bracket. Look at that, we can pull out the whole thing. So now we have a bit better access. Doing this next pipe here. And I'm going to replace them one at a time so we don't get confused about where we are and what goes where and what. So that there is all the vacuum hoses done. left these two because they used to control the EGR down here, and they're both actually just blanked off. And I've kept a bit of the hose just in case I need to replace any others. So we're going to give a little test run just to make sure you've got full vacuum, and that's how it's done.